Type soul. Now look, how do we always come back to this game? See, I wasn't gonna make another video on this shit cause, well, you got Balboa making a video on this shit like every fucking day, so there's really no need, right? But this is the first time where I felt like I had to say something. These devs are just trying to see what they can get away with. So after the generational comeback Type Soul had, how did we get to this point? And I'm sure everybody knows this already, but just point at Dave. Point and laugh at this shameless ass nigga, bro. This man is so dog shit at his job that he's about to kill the game twice. This is not the first time. And I know what some of you might be thinking.
Oh, but Type Soul, it's at 40k average, 30k average, 20k average. The player count, it's so good right now. There's just no way the game could die.
I have a Neanderthal in the chat. We have an ice dweller in the chat. Let me get rid of this ice dweller.
You know it's slipping. Given some time, if they keep doing weeklies like these, dropping them delayed with barely anything in them, and only giving Cars a couple more legendary weapons, because I guess they don't have enough, this game will fall eventually. The one last thing this game needs to actually hit the floor is some competition, a new game to drop. And we already know what to expect this year, so we don't even gotta go into that. But to go back to the weeklies real quick, I quite literally made a list of what I expected from this update, and I hit every single box on my predictions. Let me go over them for you. The first thing I said, the game will be delayed. Guess what? Yeah, I think that was a no-brainer. 2, there were going to be game-breaking bugs. I think there have been way more game-breaking bugs this update than ever before, to be honest with you. Like, I loaded into Hueco and Coliseum was right above me. Even though this might not be a game-breaking bug, how does this happen? It's just the fact that something like this got through. I'm shocked. But look, if things are gonna be like this after delay upon delay, bug after bug, clearly weeklies are not working. So why the fuck would you keep doing them? Why? What's the point of doing them if they're clearly not working? You have only gotten worse meeting your deadline. You have dropped less and less content every single week. And apparently we're supposed to be getting even less because shit like X-Axis wasn't even supposed to come out. These niggas cannot drop updates on time to save their lives. See, just thinking about it makes me... Hold on, bro. Let me turn on my fan, bro. My apologies, but basically, clearly these weekly updates are not working. So start doing bi-weekly updates instead. It would just be way more beneficial for everybody involved. Us as players would get updates that should be on time, finished with actual content filled into it, and then for the developers, you guys wouldn't be stressed out. You have way more time to plan things out, code things, and just way less pressure on you. Can we just do bi-weekly? Like, it's part, like, it fucks with my head trying to understand these developers. Please, y'all promised things would be faster with Setro gone, and you haven't met that expectation. Bro, this is completely unrelated, but this is the funniest shit I've seen all day. At the very least, try to salvage whatever trust you got left in the community by just doing this much. Moving on, I want to talk more about how they're just making changes that make no sense whatsoever. Like, things are working perfectly fine, and then one of the devs are like, yeah, I'm gonna change this completely and just overhaul it. Obviously, my best example of this is the random fucking ranked rework that bitch ass nigga Canadian MRE did. We do not love Canadian. I'm taking all that shit back. Obviously, I'm not taking it back just because of the ranked rework. It's also because of some things that he said. I know he did apologize, but that shit was whack as fuck, and those were messages from 2 years ago, and I'm assuming that he's damn near a grown man, if not already a grown ass man, which means 2 years ago he knew what the fuck he was saying, what he was doing. That's his fucking fault. He's a weird ass nigga. I don't fuck with him, and if you're still watching, please subscribe, because clearly you like the content, man. My fault. All right, let's get back to it. So you're telling me that before ranked was perfectly fine, besides, you know, queue times were a little outrageous, gaining elo was a tad slow, and you were also punished for doing well in ranked, which made no fucking sense at all. But besides the point, there was only very few flaws that could have been easily fixed. We didn't need an entire rewrite that fucked everything over. If it was just like a code rewrite, that's something, but when you're changing the system entirely, what the fuck, nigga? So obviously ranked isn't really anywhere near as enjoyable. They even made it worse with this update by basically making it so you don't go right back to lobby, and this caused a bug where you have to leave the entire game to go back to the ranked lobby instead of just being teleported back there, which, mind you, was the only good thing about the ranked rewrite in the first place. So now I'm here wondering, why was this change even made? This is another reason why I think there should be more time in between updates, because this was clearly not thought out thoroughly. It was not planned out thoroughly, and it was clearly not executed thoroughly either. So, slightly touching up back on my old point, bi-weekly updates will solve a lot more problems than you guys think. Next thing I want to talk about is how typesoul copies are potentially coming back on the rise again. If you guys have been keeping an eye on what's going on in the community, you know that Balboa and Setro are actually working on a typesoul copy themselves, which brings back some really funny memories.
What the fuck? It's half their player base and they're banning all of them, right? Yeah, get out of here.
And we're all aware what the main issue of typesoul is. It's not the game itself, it's the people behind it. So if we take the same game and put different people behind it, and let's say they're better, we already know what people are going to play. Shit, and me? I'm trying to play. Hey, Future F4 here. I take back everything I said here. I do not wish to support a copy at all, especially one that is stealing animations and literal moves from other games without any permission whatsoever, let alone the entirety of typesoul. I made a pretty dumb decision to say this stuff. Again, I was pretty heated in the moment, so please excuse that. Back to the video. And if they can't take down this copy, let me tell you, there's gonna be way more on the way. Things like Type Refined could maybe even come back itself. There is also a very slim chance that for some reason Setro and Balboa got permission, which why the fuck would they? I don't know, man. Anything's possible at this point, but if that's the case, scratch everything I just said about typesoul copies taking over. Now, moving on to my final point, since I've yapped long enough. Balancing right now is probably more one-sided than it's ever been. Not only have Arrancars been the only ones getting any type of content as of recently, they've also gotten some of the stupidest shit. I had to switch off my Soul Reaper and switch to Arrancar because if you're not a Arrancar in the current meta, you're done. You're done, bro. Actually, to refute one of my previous points, Quincy's did get a lot of content recently with X-Axis and Visionary, but let's be real with each other. Visionary is great in PvP, but does it beat a light duo variant Kendo? Probably not, especially when the players are on the same skill level. I just see the duo variant player being way more well off with higher damage, better combo potential, and just overall versatility that you cannot predict. Now to finally end off this video, because I don't know how the fuck I'm finna edit this shit, but join my Discord. OG role is now obtainable again. Reach level 10 and you can get it. Like the video, and please let me know your thoughts on typesoul right now. I know a lot of you probably think Arrancars are balanced, which I'm just gonna laugh at you, and that's about it. See you guys sometime later, maybe even this week or next week. I'll see how I feel after editing this bullshit. Finally, now that I got this fucking video done, I can enjoy something.
Huh? What are you so mad about? Hey, what's wrong? Typesoul's making you want to soul ticket yourself?
From my mama while side shaking, I hit it back in a second. Tickets dried up. These white kids lined up for a black message. Black kids feel me, ain't no such thing.